Hey there guys and gals, it's me Romero for RMN here to give you a review for perhaps one of the most anticipated, well personally my own anticipated movie of the summer, starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, based off the short Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill. So without further ado, let me show you the movie that I'm going to be reviewing today.
So today I'm going to be reviewing the new movie Edge of Tomorrow, starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Now before I get into reviewing this movie as a whole, perhaps some of you watching this are fans of the short Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill and are probably thinking, how is the movie in comparison with the novel? Well, I'm gonna say it does take some liberties, but not in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't take liberties when it comes to the concept or the characters, but it does take some liberties in some aspects that some people who've read All You Need Is Kill will probably notice in the film. Now, did this ruin my all-around experience when it came to seeing the movie? Not at all. I've read All You Need Is Kill, and I feel the way that they worked with this in the film, it just all around had a great payoff in the end. They worked around it so smoothly and explained the whole concept of the Groundhog Day scenario really well. And I think in comparison with the novel, I would have to be completely honest and say I perhaps love the movie more than the short Japanese novel. So, how is the movie on its own? It's phenomenal. It's perhaps one of the best summer blockbusters you can see this year. Tom Cruise always delivers a stellar performance, whether it be in front of the camera or working behind the camera. The guy gives 110% not only to the roles he plays, but to the production of the film itself. And I gotta say, that's perhaps why he's one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood today, and the biggest action stars, because he still does his own stunts. Another thing that I loved about this movie, Emily Blunt, who plays the Full Metal Bitch, aka Rita Vertosky, and I felt that she was just born to play this kind of badass heroine role, and she does it so perfectly that it's like she was just naturally born to play this kind of action film. Also, Doug Liman does a great job directing a huge summer blockbuster. I've loved The Bourne Identity. I think Mr. and Mrs. Smith has a great character development to it, and Jumper is a pretty okay action film. So all around, everything in this movie worked to its favor, from the concept to the way it was executed to the characters to the CGI. If there were really only a few nitpicks I would have, is perhaps that you don't really care much about anyone else besides, Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt's characters in this film. The side characters are just kind of there to, I don't know, just be the menu for the monsters. The only other character I could think about caring is Bill Paxton, who's just awesome in this movie. He does a great job playing off of Tom Cruise in this film. And the 3D is really not a necessity when you go watch this film. I watched it already in mid-April in 2D at an advanced screening, and I saw it at the world premiere in IMAX 3D. And I gotta say, 3D is not really a necessity when going to watch this movie. If anything, this movie is a great popcorn flick, and trust me, after you finish watching it, you're still gonna be feeling the adrenaline and still feeling pumped up. All around, I gotta give this a 5 out of 5. Let me give you some final thoughts.
So some final thoughts about Edge of Tomorrow. I saw it in IMAX 3D. I've seen it in 2D. I will be completely honest and say the 3D is not a necessity if you're gonna watch this movie, even if it is IMAX 3D. It's not a real necessity to overall enjoy the experience of the film. Now, talking about the movie in comparison with the short Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill, the movie does take some liberties, but in the end result, the payoff still works, and I feel that all around the movie's plot is not ruined by the fact that they don't really take everything from All You Need Is Kill, but they all around work around it so perfectly that the movie is just, when it comes to its huge climax, which I won't spoil here, it just works. And I gotta say, it just all around really solidified my opinion that this is one of the best summer blockbusters to watch. This is, without a doubt, a popcorn movie. This movie is Saving Private Ryan meets Groundhog Day meets Starship Troopers, all rolled up into just one awesome summer blockbuster pick. And Tom Cruise just did a phenomenal job on this film, as well as Emily Blunt. Blunt. I've never seen her in a role like this before, so just seeing her in this kind of action film just was really just awesome and badass. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed my review of Edge of Tomorrow. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've already seen the film. Are you excited? Have you read the short Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill already? Tell me your thoughts down below. And yeah, that's basically it. And as always, I'm Romero for RMN, and I've got your back, so you're on track. See you guys next time.